Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back again doing your August 2015 monthly tarot horoscopes. This is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Aries. And I am back again using my regular Shadowscapes deck by Stephanie Puy-Moon Law. I am still doing private readings, so if you'd like a private reading, feel free to email me, elizabetholson31@gmail.com. And I'm also doing couple sessions and tarot cord cutting combos. So if you'd like to find out more information about my services, pricing, and schedule, feel free to check out the About section on my YouTube channel. And thank you so much for subscribing. You guys are awesome. So, let's see what we get for you, my lovely Rems. And it's been kind of, so far in my recording, it's been kind of interesting to see what's going on for you. And I need to shuffle a bit more. Hang on just a second. I didn't shuffle enough after my Pisces video. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this spread's making more sense to me. Overall, I feel like August is going to be kind of a quiet month for you, if that's possible for an Aries, because Aries are kind of like always on the go, go, and you may feel really busy, and it's going to depend on each of you. I mean, some of you are going to be busier than others, but overall, I feel like it's kind of going to just be kind of calm. I want to say the word calm, and you're going to be focused on spending a lot of time with your kids or with the family, because you got the Six of Cups coming in from the outside, which is the do not worry card. And I feel like you've gotten this before, but this is a card about, just taking care of your kids, taking care of your pets. Some of you have, I feel like some of you have two dogs. So message me. Someone's got two dogs. They're large dogs. They're like, I'm seeing Saint Bernards, but I'm also seeing Doberman Pinschers, and I'm seeing like either a boxer and a lab, or two labs, or two boxers, or both, or all of the above. Some of you have like maybe like a boxer lab mix. Someone's got a retriever, and someone's got one of those little, I don't know, those little dogs. I don't know what they're called. They're like shaggy. I think one of the ones has a mustache. I don't remember, but it's like that little hairy dog. They're small. They're not like a poodle, but I don't know what they're called. I can't think of it now. Anyways, that's what I'm seeing. Okay, so some of you are just, yeah. So this card is about taking care of the animals, taking care of the kids, really focus on feeding everyone, getting everyone fed and bathed and clothed, and staying at home. Really, this is the card of the homebody. Okay, for those of you who do not have kids, this is maybe taking care of like an elderly family member, because there's an elderly woman in the back, so maybe an elderly parent, or I feel like you know, you're kind of, I want to say you're burning the candle at both ends. You're staying up quite late, or you're putting a lot of energy into doing this. And you are supported by the universe to do this, okay? Just so you know. It's not something that, you're never really alone, okay? Because we've got this little, I don't know what he would be. This little toad person there, okay? And you can't see him really. Can't really see his face. Anyway, he's like that. He's sitting up there and he's got this lantern and he's holding it over your head. And so I feel like there is support for what you're doing. You are doing, I want to say, the right thing. I mean, this is also the card about being a single mom and having kids, doing it on your own. You know, and there are concerns about finances there, but really, you know, money is coming in. You know, this is the do not worry card. This is, in a way, the message is to be more open-minded, be more childlike in a sense, and think everything is possible, rather than thinking that, you know, this sucks. Because I feel like some of you are going, this sucks, you know, or because it's stressing you out because there's just maybe not enough money to go around, and you're really concerned about your kids and how you're going to provide for everybody. And some of you, like I said, are just kind of taking on the burden of the role of the mother, the role of making sure everybody's healthy and making sure everybody's fed. And, you know, in your family, it might not be with the kids. You might be doing that with other people in your household, you know, your partner, extended family, friends. But the message is to open your mind, think everything is possible, and not to worry. Now, you have two cards coming together, which I don't really like in the future, okay? One in the immediate future, and the other one is blocking you from the outcome. And the outcome is the Magician, okay? And the Magician is one of the Mr. Right cards, okay? But the Magician in my deck is also, usually it's a Capricorn male, could be also Capricorn female. You may have some Capricorn in your chart. This is getting a lot of things done. This is doing a lot. This is magically making things happen, or things magically happening without too much effort. The Magician just does it all. This is also all roads lead to the Magician. Like, you can't, you can't really skip getting past the Magician. You have to kind of pay your toll, pay your dues in some way. I don't know why I'm getting that. For those of you who are in school, I feel like some of you are in school. This is paying your dues. This is studying hard. This is doing what needs to be done, kind of thing. And when I say all roads lead to him, it's sort of just like he's like a guiding light also. He's like a lantern. He's like a physical embodiment of a lantern. So a lot of times this is a very bright person. He is a light for others. This could also be a she, but I see it mostly as a he because he's not wearing a shirt, okay? You know, he is a light for others. He can be a little bit of a shady person in some cases, okay? But for the most part, I see him as being a good person, holding a light for, you know, for those of you who are struggling. And you have this thing about the light going on in your reading. So, and I'm noticing it very much in like almost every single card. So you have this character here holding a lantern for you, which you don't even see. Now, this could be a partner, you know, who kind of fades into the background and isn't really present in your day-to-day activities, but he or she is still holding a light. Now, that may not be the partner. That may be, you know, your guardian angel. That may be a friend. That may be another family member, somebody who's showing up for you to help out. Okay, you know, this is, you know, there's a lantern here, And eventually you'll find your way, but you have to watch the signs. You have to use your intuition. If you have a person in your life who is very negative, they are blocking you from being able to see your way clearly. It's sort of like there's a road, but you can't see it because you've got this, shady character here, or there's this person who's holding on to a lot of negativity, and they're blocking you from seeing your way, or just even going down a different path. You know, and that path is to look for maybe a new Mr. Right, okay? Because that's, to me, the magician. Now, some of you are going to argue, but what about the magician being blah, 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 blah? I see things, this is a magical deck. I see things in a magical way. I'm a double Aquarius with the Cap Ascendant. So it's very, I know it may seem very generalized, or it may seem like foo-foo to some of you, but this is how I see these cards, okay? And if it doesn't apply, it doesn't resonate, that means it really is probably meant for someone else. Check your rising, the video for your rising or your moon as well, to double check. Now, the Two of Swords, back to the Two of Swords character, is someone, now, this is the bloody wanker card, okay? This is the asshole. It's not always, but a lot of times it is. This is a disagreement between you and your partner. Or this is, someone who's rejected you. You're holding out your heart to them, and they don't want it. They're just like, no, fuck off. Please, spare me, They're like, I'm done, and you're like, what the fuck, This is a major disagreement. This card usually leads to, I hate to say this, divorce, okay, or separation. So if you and your partner are at this point, it's a standoff. It's the OK Corral card. I always say it's the OK Corral, where you're about to draw and you're about to shoot, and it's a no-win situation because someone is going to get hurt. And usually the person that gets hurt is the swan. The swan is the person that's holding out their heart to the other person and saying, I want to try. I want to make this better. I want to, why don't you love me more? Or why don't you, or why aren't you putting anything into this relationship? Or why? That person who says, I'm doing everything for you, but you're not doing anything for me. Let's break up, That swan is the one that gets hurt because it's painful to be dealing with the bloody wanker. It's painful to be dealing with someone who A, doesn't want you. B, is ignoring you. C, is in strong disagreement with you. D, won't return your phone calls, text messages, or emails. E, has basically left the picture, but you still see the potential to be with them, and you're not communicating at all. Or all of the above. So that card, though, is coming in connection with the fear card, which is the Nine of Swords. So the 2 and the 9, okay? And this is the chicken shit card. This is the guy who's afraid, okay? So the reason, for those of you ladies who are in a relationship with someone who isn't talking to you or doesn't want to talk to you or blah, 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 you disagreeing, he is scared, so he's emotionally unavailable. The Bloody Wanker card, the Two of Swords, is also about someone who's emotionally unavailable, and they're saying, don't come any closer, don't, try to get near me, don't call me, don't know nothing, because I'm in a relationship. It's that person that you say, can I get your number? And they're like, well, I'm sorry, but I'm in a relationship. It's that no, it's that wall you can't get past. And so either A, he, and I say he, could be a she, but, one or the other. He is in a relationship with somebody else and is too scared to get into a relationship with you, or isn't in a relationship with someone else, but is scared to get into a relationship with you, period, because he doesn't want commitment. He is emotionally unavailable. He doesn't want the relationship. It may just be that your partner is emotionally checked out of the relationship, where there's no emotional connection whatsoever. And he has a lot of negativity around his head. He's got it in the negative headspace, and he's the victim. He's been hurt before. He's afraid of getting hurt, you know? And so maybe he doesn't want to have the discussion, or maybe he doesn't want to talk to you, or maybe he doesn't want the relationship to go anywhere because he's afraid of what might happen. You know, he's afraid of the future. I'm just going to go ahead and say when the chicken shit card meets the bloody wanker card, that makes for a guy who's a real dumbass, you know? He's not really worth it. And I just want to say, I mean, to me, he just feels like a douchebag. Because anybody who deserves you is someone who isn't afraid of being in a relationship with you, wants a commitment with you, you know, wouldn't even talk to you if they were in another relationship with somebody else, or, you know, wants to try to communicate with you, wants to try to work things out with you, sees how beautiful of a person you are. It's one of those things, you know, this is a real dumbass guy. I hate to say that, but that's how I feel. You're dealing with a real dumbass, a real douchebag, you know. Hashtag done with the douchebags. It's on Twitter. I started a trend, you know, check it out. So basically, if you're in a relationship with a guy, or you recently were in a relationship with a guy, it's coming to a very swift, abrupt end. That these two together form what I call a little brick. Okay? It's a no-go in the immediate future and then down the line. So say you, for whatever reason, you're still talking to him in the future. And when I say immediate future, that's like days to weeks to months. You know, say you're still talking in a few months. Wouldn't be surprised if he disappeared altogether. If you're dealing with the father of your children, he is a douchebag, and he's gonna do as he pleases, and it's gonna be very difficult to get in contact with him. My guide is saying play nicey nice. Play nicey nice as much as you can. Try not to fight as much as you can. Try to communicate as best as possible without letting your emotions get into it. Aries males, I feel like this is you. I feel like you are in some way avoiding your responsibilities, your family responsibilities, and that might not be kids. That might be for like an elderly parent or something. But you're avoiding. You're scared. You're very negative, and you don't want to communicate with one of your family members. This could even be your partner. You know, my guides are showing me a person that I know. Basically, you know, you may have been emotionally unavailable for a really long time. Okay, but Aries males. Okay, but you are blocking your blessings, you know, and it's kind of just like if you're in a maze, you're coming to a dead end very quickly. So I don't like to see that. You have to continue on. You have to be able to continue on down your own path. If you carry all of this negativity into the future, it's not going to be good for you, okay? You have to have more courage, okay? You have to have more courage. Male and female Aries, okay? I see this as being you, okay? This is the good side of you, and sometimes, okay? The good side of you is courageous, is willing to go into battle even if there's nobody to follow you. Like, you'll do it alone. Willing to fight the good fight. You can be a little bit aggressive or reckless, or, you know, cause conflict, you know, because you got a lot of fire energy, which is to be expected. But you being courageous is better than you being in a place of fear. Better to go out there and forge new territories and be the pioneer than to sit back and worry about everything and do nothing then, you know? Um, Also, the way to overcome this disagreement, maybe this is with your partner or spouse, whoever, you need to go out. You need to go out on like a date night and have like a date night. For those of you who are dealing with someone, especially Aries females dealing with a male partner or somebody who's no longer in their life, you need to overcome the negativity of this partner or spouse by going out and having a good time yourself. Okay, single ladies. Okay, so single Aries, single ladies, I feel like you need to go out, have fun, be courageous. Do things that haven't been done before, do more things with music. Some of you are musicians, and you do need to do more things with music. And I'm getting a really strong tingle on that. So it's important that you do that. Don't let anybody block you. If you're a male Aries and you're in another relationship with another male, whoever, it could be another male Aries, two Aries men combination doesn't feel pretty to me, but maybe you are. You could also be in a relationship with a Capricorn or a Sagittarius or a Leo. And this goes for guys and girls. Or you could have some Sagittarius, Leo, or Cap, or even Taurus. Some of this is Taurus, or some Scorpio or Cancer in your chart somewhere. Especially for the guys, Scorpio or Cancer in their chart. What was I saying? Oh, yes. I was saying about going out, being courageous, needing to not let anybody get in your way. Males or females, no. And don't let the negativity get in your way either. You're going to have to get over it. Whatever it is, whatever this negative headspace is, you're going to have to get over it. You're going to have to get past it. In order for you to get to this, in a way, this magical point, which is the magician, which is having, in a way, everything laid out in front of you. All the tools that you need to start fresh, to get the things done that you need to get done. It's like, I feel like right now you're carrying around some weight, some dead weight from either negative thinking from the past, relationships, negative thinking from people in your life, disagreements and arguments or conflict in relationships. In the future, this is going to come up, and you need to just get past all of it. You need to start over. And then for those of you single ladies who are looking for Mr. Right, you are blocked from Mr. Right because you're either in a relationship with someone where it's not gelling, it's not meshing, it's too hard, or you have had somebody in your life who, it's just not a match. Okay, so going back to now, what's crowning you, going back to this other parts of the reading, you have this Four of Wands, which is a really happy family time, okay? That's what's going on in the beginning of August. It's sort of immediate future. It could even be in the beginning where you start to feel like, you're really in that fear space. And I talk about Aries being very fearful a lot in my videos. And not because I'm trying to be mean to Aries, but because I feel like they suffer from this a lot. And if they can overcome this, if they can overcome their fears, they can do anything. Aries is very strong. But Aries become very fearful of other people, and paranoid of what other people are thinking of them. And they become, it almost cripples them. I feel like their fears cripple them. And they would be such amazing people if they didn't let their fears cripple them so badly. So you need to, whether you're a guy or girl, Aries, really work on overcoming it. But in the beginning of August, I feel like you're going to be in a really good zone. It's going to be summertime. You're going to feel like, things are good. You're jumping for joy. You're happy. That's very positive. You are kind of being tested um, on some level emotionally, okay? And there is this struggle for power and control in your relationship. And this is the strength card in the position of your emotions, okay? And this, if you don't resonate with this in the beginning of August, it may be towards the middle, okay, where you start to feel this. It's a test, okay? It's a test where it's about seeing the best in someone. It's about knowing when to fight and when to lay down the sword, which is something an Aries needs to learn, okay? Because Aries will go into battle no matter what. If it feels like it's threatened, if it feels insecure, if it feels, it's like somebody's wrong, the Aries will go into battle. But the test is for you to overcome that, for you to work on, and I'm getting a tingle at seeing the best in people, seeing the best in yourself, putting your best face forward, your best foot forward, putting yourself out there in relationships and working as a team with people, in a partnership, in a 50-50 type relationship. The shadow of the Aries is Libra, which is all about 50-50. It's all about the 50-50 partnership, the win-win. So I always say, Aries need to work on being healthy selfish and then unhealthy selfish. It can't be all about you, Aries, but at the same time, it can't be all about the other person either. It has to be balanced, okay? So I think that's the test. You may be in a relationship with someone who's very controlling, or you may want the control in your relationship, or there may be some element of control that you want in your life, okay? You might want to be in control, and they're showing me someone that I know. You might want to be very much in control, and I feel like your need for control has gone a little bit off the rails. It's gone a little bit unhealthy, okay? So you need to give other people, I'm getting the benefit of the doubt. Not judge others as harshly as maybe you once did, or you could, see the best in people, see the best in others first before you make sweeping judgments or assume things, or just, before you go to that place of you're wrong and I'm right, think before you do that. Take your foot off the gas on that. That's what I would say. You also have the Hanged Man, which is also another test. I feel like Aries, you're kind of going through in August some testing times, okay? This is not the worst spread that I have seen for Aries. It is kind of a calmer, spread than some of the other, readings I've done. I do feel like, you have the stalemate card, which is a disagreement. So there could be serious arguments there. No doubt that there are. But it doesn't feel like it feels like in whatever way you know how, you're going to handle it. You're just going to handle it. You're going to get through it. And the Hanged Man is also another test, a test of strength. You've got the strength, and you have the Hanged Man, which is a test of strength. So, one way or the other, you're going to be fine. You're going to pass the test. You're going to learn from a lot of the things that are going to be happening in August. And you are completing karma. You have this is my favorite card. This is the best card in the whole deck. This is a card about completing karma. It is the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is traveling through many places and galaxies to go home, to find a real home and people who love you. Love, peace, beauty, divine wisdom, ascension, life after death, completion, perfection, and harmony. And it always gets me emotional when I read it, because I get such a strong vibe from it, just thinking about it. It's something special for you, Aries. It's special, I guess, and this is the recent past, okay? So know that you're kind of passing through a special time. You're being tested uh, because of karma, and you're learning lessons from those tests to complete your karma, okay? And some of you have, been around many, 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 many lives, okay? Lifetimes. You're older souls. Maybe even older, you may be in your, when I say older, I'm 33. So, you may be older, 40s, 50s, or 60s when you're watching this, and you're going through some tests. You may actually be a lot younger. You may be very, very young. Who's watching this and having, maybe you had children when you were young, and you may still be in school. Some of you are still very young, college age, and you're watching this. But even if you're that age, it doesn't matter. The things that you're learning are from, basically from karma, okay? Basically, your soul chose to go through these tests in this time, okay? The thing about the Eight of Cups is it's sort of like once you pass these tests, you get to reap a lot of abundance and a lot of reward. And I do feel like financially, again, you don't have to worry, because you have the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is that drop of promise, that beginning of prosperity after much hardship and lack. So going back to the karma card, going back to this completion card, it's completing something. You may have been in a relationship with a Pisces also, because this is the Pisces too, or you may have some Pisces in your chart somewhere, very strong Pisces. But this is someone who's coming to a point where they're home after looking in life for so long for a home, or this is someone who's meeting someone that makes them feel like they've come home. It's special. It's a special time, a special moment. It's perfection. It's harmony. It's feeling like, being in that very divine place of peace and love. And you get to that place after you've completed a lot of tests. It's just the natural thing that comes afterwards. So it's just a lot of blessings. I see it as a lot of blessings. Despite the fact that, you're coming to some roadblocks up ahead, 500 feet ahead. I feel like, in the beginning of August, there are some really good times to be had. So don't miss out on those. Don't worry that, you're going to be getting into the negative headspace, because all that worry is creating more of the negative headspace. And the foundation we didn't talk about, which is the Knight of Swords, which is can be a card of conflict and control and needing to have your own way. I see it a lot of times as this is a person who is very determined to get their way, very determined to win, and they always do. So you may be dealing with someone who has either a very sharp tongue, or someone who is just goes into battle really quickly. This could also be like an ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend who's either a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or a Scorpio or Cancer. Usually the males are Scorpio or Cancer. The females are more the Gemini, the Aquarius, or the Libra. So the caution to you, since this is the foundation, is try to not rush into battle. I feel like this person and this person are going to be going head to head at some point, and it is going to be quite the battle. Okay, for some of you who are dealing with two guys, this is not going to be, this is going to be a bloodbath, okay? It's not going to be good, okay? If you've got two guys and they're vying for your affection, you're single, make sure that they stay away from each other. Away, okay? Um, this is fire and air, okay? So the air guy is going to stir up the fire guy, okay? You may have had a relationship with this Knight of Swords, and, in the immediate future, you may meet this Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands may be you in some way, okay? So, Aries guys, you maybe have been in a relationship with with an air sign male. Aries females, you may have been in a relationship with an air sign male. In the future, Aries females, if you get into a relationship with either another Aries male or someone who has a lot of fire, they may chicken out, okay? And then they may not call you, okay? So be careful of that. And then the antidote for feeling depressed after that is for you to go out and have fun and not get caught up in the shit show, okay? But if you've got two characters that are family members or two characters that are vying for attention and your affection, or, one of them could be you and this could be somebody else. Be careful. This is not a match. Okay, the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords will try to go to battle here. Okay, so I definitely see that. And I really am not getting anything else for you. You may have recently been traveling too. This may, going home may be literal in some sense. There may have had somebody who passed away recently. Most probably an older female family member. This could be someone who's in your life that is an older female. This is like a grandparent figure. This could even be a parent figure who's older, and she's at the end of her journey. She's about to pass. But that's in the recent past. So. She may be around for a while longer. It just depends, I don't want to say too much. I don't really talk too much about death stuff. But this could be someone, and when I say older again, if someone recently passed away that was in your life, this may not be older, this may be older than me. So I think 40s, 50s, 60s. This woman might not have been that old, okay? But she might have passed away for some reason. But that was her karmic journey, and that was her divine lesson. There was something divine about that for her to do. She was here to do certain things. But just have some peace about that, because there's peace with her. She's happy. She's at peace. So just know that. So I know this video is really long, but I'm just trying to. I guess I want to tell you that you need to really work on emotional contentment. Okay? I pulled actually 4 cards, and 3 out of those 4 cards were really tough cards. And I don't know why, Aries, but you seem to get some really tough stuff. You go through some really hard things. One of them was the liar, cheater, thief card. So you got to watch out for cheating. One of them was the card about living the dream, not the reality. So you need to look at reality with a very harsh lens, okay? And snap into the reality and be like, okay, I need to do this, 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 and get it done, okay? Do not, hem and haw. The other one was the 3 of Wands, which is hemming and hawing, being on the fence. I don't know, should I, shouldn't I? The grass is greener, but the grass is over here, and da-da-da. So don't get caught up in all that, Just try to make happiness something that is an activity, that you do every day, that you're happy every day, that you're focused on being happy every day. Don't get caught up into all this other drama. Do things that make you happy, and and I will be back for mid-August readings. I think that's it for right now. So I'm going to send you big hugs, big kisses, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Okay, take care.